this video, a so-called healthy food that many eat and that's secretly fueling diabetes, and also a most unexpected superfood, and the healthiest cheese alternative you've probably never heard of. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and today's video is about something critical: the choices you make every day at the grocery store. Because here's the harsh truth: when you have kidney disease, every bite either brings you closer to recovery or pushes you closer to dialysis. There is no middle ground. Let me show you what I mean. One of my amazing patients, her name is Jane, just left a comment under one of my videos that truly touched me. She made a simple substitution and everything changed. Let's read it. I've had diabetes and kidney disease for 10 years. Nothing ever helped. Every year it just felt like it was getting worse, and I honestly thought this was just how it was gonna be for the rest of my life. And then I talked to you and started following your diet 4 months ago, and everything changed. I still can't believe I'm eating more fruit and carbs now. I was always told to avoid them with diabetes, but for the first time ever, my GFR actually improved. It was 48. Now it's 65. And guys, that's amazing! Jane, if you're watching, thank you so much for sharing your incredible journey, and congratulations! Because going from a GFR of 48 to 65 is no small feat. Now, as I was saying, there is something about her journey that's also worth mentioning. Yeah, the trail mix. Because I know what you're all wondering. What happened with the trail mix? What was in that innocent looking snack that was sabotaging her recovery? Well, let's go behind the scenes for a second. I had Jane start a renal diet. She was improving, losing weight, doing everything right. But her postprandial blood sugar, the blood sugar spike after reading, was stubbornly high. And Jane was right to be concerned, because if diabetes is out of control, how are you ever going to control your GFR? So I gave her a task. I told her, write down everything you're eating for 1 week. No judgment, just the facts. A few days later, boom, there it was. The wolf in the sheep's clothing. We will see which supposedly healthy food was harming her in a second, but that's not the only food I am going to warn you about today. I actually have 5 hidden dangers, 5 foods you might be eating and that could be causing a long list of problems without you even knowing. Because you see, food brands literally trying to poison us is a real and growing problem in today's society. Some brands are taking the healthiest foods on earth and then they pump them full of sugar, sodium, additives, and chemicals, and they still tell you that they are healthy. But they aren't. For some patients, avoiding this kind of mistake can make all the difference. So, question, what is the junk food sold as healthy that was fueling my patient's diabetes? Well, what you see here is a product from the brand Nature's Garden, and it's called Omega-3 Trail Mix. Sounds healthy, right? I mean, Nature's Garden? Heart healthy, seal right on the bag? You'd think this stuff was straight from Eden itself. I mean, they even say on their website that there is nothing unhealthy in their product. No GMOs, no trans fats. They just forgot to tell you one thing in their advertising material. What they don't say in the glowing health claims is that this snack also contains added sugar, and not just a little. We're talking grams and grams per serving here. Take a look. They added a whopping 8 grams of sugar for every 34 grams of product. And they even call that heart healthy. I mean, a snack being marketed to heart patients, which is basically dressed up candy. Way to go, Nature's Garden. And yes, These brands know exactly what they are doing. They wrap junk food in health buzzwords like non-GMO and no trans fats to distract you from the ingredient that's wrecking your blood sugar and your kidneys. And they get away with it every single day. So yeah, thank goodness I caught this sneaky health food before it was too late, because this little bag of lies was quietly wrecking my patient's blood sugar and sabotaging all of her progress. And if you happen to be eating anything from this brand, Nature's Garden, do yourself a favor and toss it in the trash. Their probiotic immune snack, more sugar than probiotics. Their other healthy trail mixes, full of added sugar. Even their dried fruits somehow manage to be even worse. Honestly, Nature's Garden, more like Diabetes Garden. Now, once my patient realized that this company was basically trying to fast-track her to dialysis, it was super easy to make a smart swap. We built her a new trail mix, one that actually does what trail mix is supposed to do: give you energy, nourish your body, and support your health. So take a look at my table. Go ahead and snap a screenshot if you want, because these are some of the best omega-3 rich foods you can add to your own mix. These are what you want fueling your body, not sugar-coated lies. And believe it or not, I also told her to add cacao nibs to the mix, not just for the delicious crunch or the rich dark flavor, but because unsweetened cacao is actually packed with flavonoids. These are powerful antioxidants that help protect the kidneys, and the science backs it up. In clinical trials, participants who consume real cocoa saw a drop in blood pressure of 3.7 over 2.7 millimeters of mercury, a result that rivals some medications. This isn't just a treat, it's functional food, and when you use it to replace sugar, the results can be extraordinary. Now I've got 4 more game-changing food swaps to share with you today, including the best cheese alternative I've ever come across. But before we dive into that, if you're also ready to turn your diet into a weapon for kidney healing, now is the time. So guys, if you're sitting there wondering, am I also being tricked by something that's sabotaging my kidneys? Well, that's exactly the kind of thing I help my patients figure out, because food isn't just food. For kidney patients, it's medicine or poison. That's why I now offer one-on-one consultations, fully personalized, to help you build a treatment plan that actually works. I'm not here to hand you a generic list of foods or some one-size-fits-all diet. What I offer is a customized renal diet based on your lab values, your symptoms, and your stage of CKD. This is the exact approach I used to help Jane and so many other patients. So if you're ready to stop guessing, if you're ready to finally understand what your body needs to improve, send me an email at catherine@newhopeforkidneypatients.com or just click the link in the description below. Don't wait, I can only take on a limited number of patients at a time, and my calendar fills up quickly. Your kidneys are worth protecting, and your health is worth fighting for. Alright folks, it's time to talk about cheese. So what could be even worse than a snack so unhealthy was preventing a very willing patient from improving? Well, if you thought the sugar-loaded trail mix from Nature's Garden was bad, buckle up! We're about to enter vegan cheese hell! Let's talk about Violife, a brand that's doing for cheese what clowns did for birthday parties. Made it terrifying. They market their products like they're the healthiest food on earth. No more compromises, they say. Violife is free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, and artificial preservatives, they say. They removed all the bad stuff, so it's reasonable that anyone would think this stuff is healthy, right? I mean, it also says GMO-free on the package, and their fake cheese products seem to be pretty popular in the US. If you go on Amazon.com, you will find thousands and thousands of reviews for this fake dairy product. You'd think people were eating the holy grail of cheese instead of processed sludge that vaguely resembles cheddar. But before you go, rushing to fill your cart and convert to the church of fake cheese, let's talk about what's actually inside this miracle product. So, what's wrong with Violife, you ask? Well, for starters, it's a saturated fat bomb. Almost half the calories in a slice of this cheese come from saturated fats. That's not a cheese alternative. That's a cardiac dare. It's like someone looked at seed oil and said, how can I weaponize this against people with high blood pressure? Second, this sodium. In their ingredient list, sodium is literally the 5th ingredient, which is like saying you are eating a little bowl of cholesterol and sodium if you eat one of these. Yummy. Still not sold? Okay, let's check the other ingredients. Second ingredient, modified food starch, because who doesn't love chemically processed mystery gunk? Then there is added fructose, because apparently this cheese also wants to spike your blood sugar while it's clogging your arteries. And wait for it. Here it is. They added calcium phosphate as well. Phosphate. Do you know what this means for a CKD patient? Well, calcium phosphate is the way these companies are saying and your kidneys. And I'm not even joking. They don't need to put phosphorus in their product. They are safer preservatives. They just don't care. Okay, so we expose another company selling junk food as healthy. And what you may be asking now is there an alternative? So, is there a non-toxic cheese alternative option that won't send your GFR into witness protection? Yes, as promised, I have something for you because I know how hard it is to completely avoid cheese. So let me introduce Miyokos, specifically their plant-based mozzarella. Now, is this product healthy? Oh, sweet summer child, no. But compared to Violife, this stuff is amazing. Miyokos mozzarella is made from cashew milk, organic coconut oil, and tapioca starch. No protein, which is good for CKD. No added sugars, and most importantly, no calcium phosphate. It's lower in sodium and saturated fat than Violife. But let's be real, it's still not. So don't go melting this stuff on everything and calling it medicine. My honest take, Violife is something I wouldn't feed to my worst enemy. Miyokos is something I'd feed to my favorite cousin once a week, max. So yes, 1 or 2 slices per week of Miyokos is acceptable. Any more and you're just dressing up junk food in a hippie costume. Alright? And guys, this is the best cheese I can find, but if you know of a better cheese alternative that doesn't come with side of vascular dome, please share it in the comment section, alright? That's what the comment section is for, not just to ask me if eggs are safe in a renal diet for the 47th time today. Okay, let's see our next entry, a food with so much added sodium that it can make any attempt at controlling your blood pressure vain. Because if you thought eating fake cheese made of cholesterol and sodium was bad, imagine this. They tell you that drinking vegetable juice is a simple way to get your veggies, which of course are healthy for you. So, you go on, buy some Campbell's V8 original vegetable juice, or as I like to call it, cardiologist's retirement plan in a can. You see green and red on the label, a picture of veggies, and boom! Your brain says, oh, health, nature, virtue. I mean, vegetable juice sounds healthy, right? You picture celery dancing through meadows and tomatoes being lovely crushed by monks in some Himalayan monastery. But you see, they forgot one teeny tiny thing. The vegetables are dead and they've been replaced with salt and lice. How salty, you ask? Well, 240 milliliters of Campbell's original V8 has 640 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly triple what you get from a slice of Violife's fake cheese. And that stuff was already trying to assassinate your kidneys. I mean, if sodium were a person, this can would be a war criminal. And don't even get me started on the low sodium version of Campbell's juice. That one swaps out the salt for potassium chloride. And yeah, there is enough potassium chloride in there to make your heart skip a beat. or even more than one if you are unlucky. So to recap, don't drink original V8. It's blood pressure rocket fuel. And don't drink low sodium V8 either, or you're going to be playing Russian roulette with potassium. But what's the alternative, you ask? Well guys, if you are looking for a way to drink your vegetables that actually lowers blood pressure instead of increasing it, and that also tastes amazing, I have the perfect recipe for you. In my recent video, I shared a recipe for a smoothie made from 100% kidney-friendly ingredients and that scientifically backed to help with blood pressure. It's up here if you want to see it. Go watch it before Campbell's send me a cease and desist letter written in sodium crystals. Or even better, save it for later because I have something to show you that's even more terrifying than the fake cheese made of cholesterol and the veggie juice saltier than the Dead Sea. Let's talk about the veggie straw that broke the camel's back. So, what are veggie straw and why are people eating them? Well, veggie straws are not just more popular than ever, they are also sold as healthier alternative to potato chips, which is a bit like saying that battery acid is a healthier alternative to arsenic. But hey, as we have seen with BioLife, marketing the nastiest stuff as healthy really pays well, and these people only care about one thing. Now, this product is called Garden Veggie Straws, and the brand name, this is a hilariously named brand called Sensible Portions. Let me tell you, the only thing sensible about this brand is how consistently they lie on the label. I mean, they literally define their product as a better for you snack on the package. They also say their product is family approved, wholesome, kosher without artificial flavors, and with 30% less fats. Now guys, just by reading this stuff, I'm already feeling healthier, like I'm in a gluten-free garden full of wholesome ingredients. Now, this product, this wholesome, super healthy veggie straw snack from the brand Sensible Portions, has only one small problem. And the problem is that everything this brand says is a lie. It's all a deception. Let's take a look at the ingredients. What are these veggie chips going to be made of? Maybe kale? Yeah, that will be healthy. Or maybe beetroot. I don't know. Let's take a look. The first ingredient is just potato starch, even more processed than regular potato chips. Then there is potato flour, of course, and some seed oils, because why not? And finally, some spinach and tomato processing byproducts. But ingredient list is still not even started because amongst 72 ingredients that I won't even try to pronounce, we also find cane sugar, then maltodextrin, a type of starch that acts just like sugar in the body, then dextrose, another type of sugar, and finally some more sugar. I mean, did they really need to put 4 different types of sugar in this stuff? And if that wasn't bad enough, they also decided to remove all the fiber naturally present in potatoes because, I mean, why not? And don't even get me started on the sodium content. And they still say that their monstrosity of a product is healthier than regular potato chips. Not that this will be a high bar anyway, but at least potato chips have some fiber in them. Veggie straws, on the other hand, are what happens when someone tries to cosplay as a carrot and ends up giving you hypertension. So, what's the alternative, you ask? Or shall we just completely avoid anything that's coming in a plastic bag? Well, here's some good news. Not all snacks are unhealthy. What should you be snacking on instead then? Popcorn! Yes, popcorn, the unsung hero of snack time. But why is popcorn healthy and veggies straws aren't, you ask? Because popcorn is a true whole grain. The bran, the germ, and the endosperm are all still intact. Yeah, that's right. Popcorn keeps its endosperm intact. Can your veggie straws say that? Didn't think so. This means it's high in fiber, which slows down carb absorption, helps regulate blood sugar, and basically turns your pancreas into a chilled Zen master. It's also very low in calories and can help make you feel full without eating too much. Just remember to stay away from microwave popcorn and always buy unsalted kernels. Just air pop them and don't forget to spice it up. Final tip, if a snack has a list of ingredients longer than your cousin's Facebook rants, don't buy it. Popcorn, just one ingredient, one. Speaking of which, okay, now guys, time for today's number one. But what could be even worse than those nasty straws? Well, let's take a look at the crown jewel of looks innocent but will absolutely destroy your kidneys. Let's talk about the widely popular ultra-trendy organic angel wing beverage of health influencers everywhere. Harmless, harvest, raw, organic coconut water. A product that looks completely harmless. I mean, it's literally called Harmless Harvest. Yes, the product I'm talking about is raw organic coconut water from Harmless Harvest, which is supposed to be completely natural and full of antioxidants, electrolytes, and vitamins. It comes with just one problem. If you drink it, it may stop your heart. Not so harmless then. Well, you see, the problem is that this beverage is chock full of potassium. One 240 milliliters bottle has 1083 milligrams of potassium in it, almost 3 times the potassium in a banana. And you can literally drink it in one sip. It's basically a heart attack in a bottle. Now guys, in their defense, and this is the only defense, this stuff is made from real coconut water, which means that unlike the other Franken foods we've covered today, they're not actively trying to deceive you. They're just casually handing out grenades to a crowd and going, it's all natural. So yes, for triathletes, yoga instructors, and people who voluntarily jog before 6 a.m., coconut water might be a decent choice. But for CKD patients, this drink is like going paintballing with a live grenade. So don't do it. If you're thirsty, drink actual water instead. Now, I know what you're thinking. At this point, you're curled up in a fetal position, whispering to a cucumber, what's safe anymore? To answer that question, well, I recently made a video about that. It's up here. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Ciao.